Question 1176. What TV show or movie do you want to watch but haven't gotten around to yet?
Oh.
I have one, and I blame Stool.
That's okay.
No.
Still,
Pete,
before we answer this, how about Stool gets November?
No, I don't want November.
Stool introduced me.
November.
Stool introduced me to someone, and now I have to watch everything she ever made. So I think it's called Children of the Railroad or something like that. Children.
Oh, the Railway Children. That's a
The
very
Railway
fine
Children.
film.
The Railway Children. I'm currently watching Man of the House, and I just saw that the Ropers, future neighbor, cheated on his wife with Chrissy. So, what will we have
Peter,
next?
we're trying to behave tonight. Remember, because Dave's now famous, so we can't talk about that thing that we talked about. Okay?
Oh, okay.
We cannot talk about that.
No, I got it.
I've been waiting to see the Brady Bunch in prison.
Has that been released yet?
No, it's due out in November.
Cadence says the Orville, which is I've got both seasons. I assume there's no more than 2 yet on my computer, ready to watch, and I haven't watched them yet.
The Orville's amazing.
Have you not watched any of them?
I love it.
None whatsoever.
No.
Okay.
I haven't watched that yet, actually.
I
only
love
saw the
Orville.
first season,
And
I loved it. I really
Does Seth MacFarlane
did love
die?
it.
Seth
brilliant.
MacFarlane is freaking brilliant. He's an amazing writer and director. He produces.
He's a teddy bear in it, right?
series. I like him. I really like the Orville. It touches on the touches on the sciencey stuff. It feels a bit like Star Trek, like Next Gen Star Trek, but funny. It's like a comedy version of Next Gen Star Trek, I think.
He was a huge Star Trek fan, and he always wanted to make a sci-fi show, but he did it with like Mel just said, with the TNG stuff, but with humour. And there are some really funny bits in there.
There really are. I like it.
Santi says the TV show Arrow. Not a great gamer says Electric Organs, although I don't know what that is.
That sounds a bit porny.
It does. Jeff.
I suppose TV series I want to watch I haven't got round to watching yet. It's probably Good Omens.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, you've got to watch that.
I have not got around. I'm sort of on I'm on like my I'm on my like 5th binge watch of The Wire right now. So
which one was Good Omens?
You really have to watch Good Omens.
Was Good Omens the one with Tennant or the one with Lovejoy?
I've watched Good Omens all the way through, like at least 3 times.
Good Omens is right, Dave. Good Omens is the one with David Tennant. You're
awesome.
thinking of you're thinking of American Gods, which was the other one with Ian McShane, which is
fantastic
is
first
good.
season. Fantastic first season. Goes off a bit.
Yeah.
After that,
I mean, I was a big fan of the book, so
I think that was the problem. I think they lost the writer.
I was a little bit.
I thought
unsure
Neil
about
Gaiman
Good
was writing
Omens.
this.
I think he might not have been writing the second season.
Yeah.
Or
I think he's left the show now. I think he's actually left the show because they got rid of one of the actors and they felt like the new director feels like they're getting a bit too Black Lives Matter in the series, and that's why they canned the actor.
When I started watching Good Omens, I thought maybe, but then there was the scene where the animals are going onto the ark, and I thought, I like this. This is funny, and I was hooked. Also, if you're a nerd, as Scientism Mel is, there are lots of Easter eggs in it, which I'm sure you're aware of, but I'm not going to give spoilers. But if you're into Doctor Who, there's lots of Easter eggs in it.
Oh, there are a lot.
There
of
is?
Easter eggs.
There is.
No Wanderer says she wants to watch her husband naked. I'd assume she'd already seen that show. Or is she expecting to put it on TV for all of us to watch?
I already have pictures.
Is that an OnlyFans thing? Does he have an OnlyFans and that's a thing going on there?
OnlyFans will never be the same after Shani, for Christ.
Oh
Just
God.
saying.
I have not seen
fucking-
any, and I'm so happy about that.
I have seen it, and I've been having trouble sleeping ever since.
Yes, I'm sorry. That's on you. That's
Had
on
to go
you.
look for it.
No.
You actually going to look up Shani and knowing what you're likely to see.
Someone linked me to a
Yeah, I've
Twitter
got to say,
account,
Jeff,
and I was dumb enough to click the link to look at the Twitter account, and then it's just all there. You can't.
someone
there's no
linked
way.
me to it too. Jeff.
Oh well, there you go. There was no hint as to what it was.
No, you talked about it on an episode, laughed about it a lot, and I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" So you sent me the link.
Shani's a terrible person. We should caveat everything with Shani's a terrible person and she's abusive.
Do
to
not
her
look
kids.
up her Twitter account.
Oh God, people are gonna do that now. You've just told toddlers not to eat the cookies out the cookie jar. They're gonna go and see. Just out of morbid fascination, which that's what humans do.
That's okay. They'll be stunned and won't be able to click on another video, so I'll get the view time. So we're sorted either way.
I'm only kind of aware of who she is because I think I watched Drunken Peasants one time and they were talking about her. That's about the only reason I know who she is.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I've lost what people say. Santi says, also the ridiculously silly British space show, I'm assuming he means Red Dwarf, which everyone needs to watch.
That thing.
Red Dwarf is without a doubt.
Red Dwarf
I have to interrupt. That has to be Goodbye, Mrs. Noah.
What?
Goodbye, Mrs. Noah.
No.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I recognise those words, Peter.
I've told you and I've shown you. It is Mrs. Slocum in space.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh God.
Jefferson's
the one
back.
who can't stop talking about her pussy.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, she lives in Britain. It gets wet constantly.
Yes. All the time. My pussy needs extra attention tonight. I've got to go home.
Hey, by the way, just to elaborate on what you just said there about moist pussies, Mel. You know, I said I was going to get this.
So as you said wet, it didn't say moist. You're probably taking it
too far.
It was
But
wet.
here's the thing. You know, I mentioned previously that I was going to download myself a little bit of a soundboard thing so I could collect all your dirty words. It's a work in progress, and that one's going on.
Awesome. Are you going to add that to the shrine that you have in your house to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably. Okay. All right.
Don't
I
No,
may-
you need to
I-
change out them candles. You need to change out them candles again.
He wants some more hair.
I may or may not have a soundboard that has all G-Man's quotes, and
I've heard that one. Yeah.
Well, you think that would go
sound
well
anthem.
with Mel's?
I also have a soundboard with all kinds of expressions, all done in impeachable ethics. That's all I'm going to say about this.
Right. What is
Can I
Tremere?
answer the question, Dave, please?
Not yet. Let me catch up on the chat.
Oh.
What's Tremere? Jefferson Spatchcock says I need to watch Tremere. Treme. No idea?
What? What? I didn't.
Tremere.
I didn't hear.
Treme.
Tremere?
Treme.
Yeah, well, that's called Treme in New Orleans.
Treme. That's
Treme.
Actually, I've got to watch that yet, and especially as I just said, I'm on like my 5th watcher of The Wire right now as well. So
Yeah.
another David
Have you thought about
Simon
watching
series
something
would be
new?
good. Well, the series is that good. You could binge watch it that many times.
Sorry, I've watched Rick and Morty the entire thing about 30 times. So, Computer
Yeah,
Chick
well, there you
Productions
go then.
says today's TV sucks. Bring back 1980s sitcoms.
Oh God.
I'll
Do you really
go
want to
for
watch
that.
another Full House? Really?
No.
I'm totally on
No,
board with that.
no,
No.
I'm all for that because I'm watching 80s sitcoms. I'm watching Men About the House right now.
Are you watching Charles in Charge with Scott Baio?
No, I watch British sitcoms. So
there we go.
I
go.
want to watch Charles in Charge
young
and try
ones?
to find the moment that he turned into a
There we go.
Republican.
Oh, the young one. Yeah, I have
Young
to
ones.
put that on my
New
to-do
Statesman is
list.
another good one.
Oh my god.
That's very true, Jeff. New Statesman was an absolute brilliant thing. It really was.
I
Very
saw
good.
that. I actually saw a live version of that, which was hilarious.
I think Yes Minister was better.
Yes,
Hey,
Mr.
Jeff,
Fantastic.
tell me more about this. Did you actually go and see it on stage?
Yo, New Statesman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah, Rick Mail went out to promote this. And how he did it is he went round as Alan Bastard canvassing people for votes, and he'd say, and if they'd say no, I'm not voting for you, he'd like,
Splendid.
fuck off, peasant. And then he met one of the local politicians in our place, and he tried to, when they were taking pictures, Rick Mail tried to hand a brown envelope to him.
Excellent. I wasn't aware of this. I didn't know about this. That's splendid.
Jefferson Spector said, I finished watching all 9 seasons of The Office. It wasn't that great. Good finale. Parks and Rec is better. The Office isn't that good. I'm not that keen on The Office.
Office is overrated, in my opinion, but
I thought The Office sucked.
I liked it for a little while, and then the industry job I had in science felt way too much like The Office, and that was a terrible experience. And now I can't watch The Office at all because it reminds me too much.
I'm getting ready to binge watch a new series, but I think they have like 1,500 episodes, so it's going to take a while to get through it. Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke, yeah.
And I've never seen
take a while.
So,
Mel, what is it you keep saying we still watch?
What?
The last 2 streams I've been in, you said we should watch something.
Oh, yeah, the Comey Rule.
Oh, yeah. We've got to watch that.
I know.
It's an amazing series on Showtime. I don't know what it's streaming on overseas, but it's about
British
James
people.
Comey and his experience.
It'll be on Sky Atlantic, Jeff.
Okay.
Right, yeah, I don't have that.
No.
But it's
Linda says,
it's
second
amazing.
season of Euphoria. Stu, what's your answer?
Yes. Oh, me? My
Yes.
gosh. Well, you know what? You gave a very good answer with the Orville, because I do want to get back into watching that because I loved it. Also, I'm really embarrassingly far behind on the Star Wars movies, which is crazy because I'm a massive Star Wars nerd. So I've missed
There
like the
are
last...
new Star Wars movies since the 80s?
Apparently so, yeah. I don't know.
Rogue One, maybe. Rogue One.
Dave, we've had many a conversation with the Badger about this.
I didn't think they were Star Wars movies.
Well, according to Badger, they're not, but, officially they are.
But what does the Badger know, though?
So Stu, shouldn't they watch Last of the Summer Wine, because that's basically a documentary about you? The only difference is they call you Campo in that.
That's not... That is not what they call me, Peter. Fun fact: I do absolutely hate.
I think someone
just fucking broken me.
confirmed that.
I don't know that film, but now I need to watch it because
No film, it's a series.
No,
It's not a film. It's the longest running sitcom in the world.
Yeah, it was. But here's
ran
the
for
really
about-
bad thing. It was 30 odd years, and I hated it when I was a kid. I then found myself, because of real life, living in the town where they shot the fucking thing. And I fucking hated that place so much. Last of the Summer Wine is not funny. I will tell
Have
you.
you rolled down that hill?
It is.
Have you rolled down
is
that
funny.
hill in a pram?
I've done many things, Dave, but I'm not going to answer that without my lawyer being present.
It's
I'm
quite
pretty-
good. It's
I'm
quite
pretty
harmless
certain-
stuff. Last of Summer Wine.
I'm pretty certain that a particular someone's stockings has influenced you, and that's how you have made your choice of hats. Instead.
Yeah, The American people haven't got a clue what we're talking about.
Oh,
but
I'll
you're
find
a
out,
good boy.
We're losing.
Yeah.
Since you
Peter.
mentioned Last of the Summer Wine, we're losing viewers at a rate of about 5 a second. Peter,
Yeah.
what haven't you watched yet that you really want to?
Thanks, Bitter Tia Danish. I like her too. Come on, say hi to a Bitter Tea in Danish. So,
Doggo.
hey, hi. Now go back to sleep again.
What TV show, Peter?
Well, have we finished this stupid question?
No, I think
Not
Peter was
yet.
the last
No, because
person.
he's trying to get Peter
What
to
TV
answer it.
show?
Yeah, or film.
I said the Railway Children.
Oh, you
because
did.
Oh, yes, he did. He
Damn
did
it,
agree, didn't he?
you were early
I
on.
haven't answered.
It's
though.
so
Have you not? Right,
Yeah, Mel
shut up,
has to
Peter.
answer this, yeah.
Mel.
no,
What's your
it's
answer?
and that is entirely Stool's fault because he introduced me to a certain beautiful lady on Twitter, and
deny
now
everything.
I have to binge watch everything she ever made.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Very good.
Always
Mel.
blame me.
Yeah.
The new season of Cosmos. I have not watched that yet. I love the first season, and it took a few years for them to come out with the
Are
second.
you becoming
one.
a Seth MacFarlane addict?
I loved Cosmos. I didn't know Seth MacFarlane had anything to do with it until I was like watching the credits on, and they were like, he produced it, and come to find out, he used his own money to produce that show.
The only
'cause
reason it
was
exists is him.
Yes. And so
Yeah.
when I met Neil deGrasse Tyson a couple years ago, I went over to him and I was just like, I know. Aren't you jealous, Stool? I went over to him and I told him, I said, would you please thank Seth for producing Cosmos? Because at the time I was still a high school teacher. And I showed a lot of those episodes in my class. My students didn't even know it was a thing. And so it was amazing. It was just awesome. I love that series. I need to watch
Remind me, Mel, is that where we have that video of that girl asking Neil deGrasse Tyson a question that is still on YouTube, but no one is allowed to see that?
I don't know.
What question?
Which question is that?
It's Mel asking Neil deGrasse Tyson a question.
Ooh.
Oh,
No,
hang
I
on a minute.
I don't.
Are we saying here
Peter
that Mel
apparently
has
knows where
talked
it
to Neil
is.
deGrasse Tyson?
Maybe there's a video. Did somebody record that session where I went to the thing and I might have asked. Oh my god!
Peter will be sharing it with us later.
I asked him a question once too.
Did you? What did you
Yeah,
ask
he
him?
never answered. But
Oh,
Was
wow.
it for a day?
I asked him why he was such a bigot against Pluto.
Oh, there you go. See, it's the way you approach the question.
He got a lot of hate for that. It's a dwarf planet. They decided to call it a dwarf planet so they could still call it a planet.
So
but
what's he
it's
got
dwarf.
against dwarfs?
Yeah. Gimli is not approved.
What's the general opinion of this panel about Crewini?
It's a moon.
Who? What?
The what?
It's another moon that we've got. But
Dave,
there's no other name
Dave
for
watches. Dave
What?
watches QI.
it. I was trying to work out what he was going to say then.
It was first called Crewithny, and then they figured out they mispronounced it. It's Crewini.
Right. As
Oh.
man, by the
It's
way.
one of Earth's several moons. For people who didn't know, we have lots of moons,
We do.
but there's
Right.
only one. I lost count. Dave,
Then
what was
the
the
moon?
last thing I said about it? Just one?
Oh, Caridney. Or how many moons
No.
we've got?
How come all these different planets and stars and stuff with such cool names, and we live on Earth. And
The
moon.
Earthlings.
You know?
The Earthlings, they named their planet after dirt.
Yeah.
We live on soil.
I want to.
Planet
Well, I want to know
soil.
how.
Well,
what
to
all
be
these-
fair, Dave, it is the stuff that Adam was made of.
Well, how come like all these planets and moons out there in the universe, and we're the only one that's flat?
See, I think Adam was pretty much made out of bullshit, but that's just me.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.